Hey, so I wanted to go over some things. So the found the bloody injured baby pigeon at work today, right? And then the animal control police officer comes to pick it up from me. I put it in a box with gloves. And he said, the damn fucking things, parents. He said, this thing fell out of the nest yesterday. I put it back up into its nest above the bathroom, and the parents must have kicked it out of the nest again, and it doesn't know how to fly, and this bird is a failure to thrive, and it's not going to survive. And I'm like, and in my head I'm thinking, well, gee, I mean, okay, so I'm seeing some parallels here. Are you catching what's going on here? Whoever's listening to this video? Parents push the baby bloody pigeon out of the nest before it can fly, and then it dies. Okay? That's what happened at work today. That's what the cops said to me, to my face. And what happened to me? Okay, my parents pushed me out of their nest 8 months ago. I am the baby bloody pigeon that I found at work today. On my first day, nonetheless. Coincidences like that don't happen. I am the baby bloody pigeon that I found on my first day of work because I was kicked out of the nest. I couldn't fly. I'm a failure to thrive. My parents, his parents, the pigeon's parents, the cop said it to me. It's all symbolic. It's baby bloody pigeon symbolism thrown in my face from the creator of riddles himself, coincidences, all that stuff. Thrown into my face at work. Here's the thing. I haven't worked in years. I thought I'd spice things up a little bit. Go back to work. Work's really scary and stressful because of all the people and whatever. You know, that's how work works, right? So I'm going to try to get on night shift. I don't know if they're going to allow that. I asked my mom. She said, hell no. I have to ask the rehab manager. He might say hell no. But what other options do I have? If I want to move out of this fucking rehab, I have to have money. And, because I'm sick of waiting for disability. I'm on my 4th time appealing. And who knows when I'm going to see the judge next. And working a job isn't going to help me get on disability. They're going to say, I have to lie and say I'm not working probably. Because if I say I'm working sometimes, they'll say, well then, if you can work, then you're not getting disability. And I'm also only working because everybody wants me to work. Everybody in the whole world wants me to work. My parents, the rehab people, everybody. Except maybe me. And who's the one person working. Everybody says, everybody's an abortionist everybody's pro-choice until you're born. They say, you can't get an abortion. What about the child? And then when the child's born, they say, you're on your own. Maybe you should have gotten an abortion, dumbass, because you're on your own now. And they're the people saying, don't get an abortion because that's evil and wrong. But then after the child is born, they're like, oh, I don't want to help out with that child. I'm too busy being selfish and being proud and being gay and dumb. So everybody's quick to throw their opinions, but then they don't. But then it's hypocritical, ironic, all that stuff. So I hope you guys caught the symbolism of what happened today, and I hope you guys were able to see that. I think if I worked night shift, I wouldn't have to there'd be a lot less stressful. That's what I keep telling my mom. It'd be a lot less stressful if I just worked nights. And I'll only work 2 days a week, Mom, so I think I can handle it. My body will handle it because it's only 2 days a week. Hopefully, if they ask for more, I'm just going to say no. And I'm going to put my damn foot down. And, or whatever. And, but yeah, the next 3 days, tomorrow is going to be okay because I'm going to have my supervisor. Saturday, Sunday, 4th of July weekend at the harbor, dude, it's going to be insane. So, very scary. Probably the scariest 2 days in the last, probably since I worked a job last, right? Because jobs are the scariest thing in the world. one of them, I guess. And so it's been years since I've worked, so then I'm getting back to the fear. And my mom says you have to work day shifts. You have to get used to the fear. You have to get used to, this is how the real world is. You just have to get used to the interactions, to the people interactions. You have to get used to all the anxiety and the stress and the shitting and the coffee and all that stuff. You have to get used to all that stuff, because that's how the real world is. And you'll be better off if you get used to all that stuff. And you can rewire your personality, yada, yada, yada. And I'm thinking, I don't know about that. I'm thinking, you know, and if I worked day shift, it would be scary and stressful, yes, but I would be on a normal schedule, so my body and brain would be more healthy-ish to an extent, but then also stressing the work and the anxiety of that would also pull and tie into how annoying it would be to be alive. But then night shift, no, like not as stressful, right? Like no stress, just whatever, casual. But then when I stay up all night, my brain starts getting real loopy and weird and a little crazy. Because that's what happened when I worked night shift 5 years ago, right? My brain was getting all loopy and crazy at night, staying up all night. It's getting real loopy when you by yourself all night. So there's risks to both, obviously, and night shift you get cancer and all those other things. So there's risks to both. But yeah, I mean, I'm a night owl, so I mean, I don't know. So, pray for me that I can get through the next 3 days, specifically Saturday and Sunday. Those are going to be very scary days for me personally. Very scary days indeed. And so, oh, anybody can have a job. Anybody can work. Nobody needs to be on disability. All jobs are created equal. All jobs have their purpose. Jobs give people purpose in their life. All jobs give people a purpose to survive and live. All jobs are useful to the society. Goosebumps? I don't know about all that stuff. I really don't. Questionable. Very questionable. Very questionable normie fallacies, logic, etc., etc. So, you know, and I looked for a remote job. I sure did. And boy, are they hard to find. Even though my sister has one, and her husband has one, and my other sister's husband has one. All these other people seem to find remote jobs so easily, except for old Jer somehow. Can't fucking find any remote jobs that are a little bit less stressful because they're remote, you know what I mean? So that's something. You know, it's so hard. Shit, my battery's gonna die. It's so hard to just have a stress-free life job. You know what I mean? And it's like, it just pushes you to the brink of homelessness. Like, why would I put myself through this? I'll just be homeless, whatever. You know, it pushes you to that extremity. It pushes you to that corner of your mind. And that's the extent that things push you when it comes to working and stress and all that stuff. They push you to homelessness and to the extremes of all that stuff. And they push you to extremes. This world pushes you to extremes. You know? Okay, I'm going to end the video before my phone dies. God bless you and your family. I hope that baby pigeon is okay. And I hope that we're all going to be okay as well. If you think about it, we're all a couple of little baby pigeons. You know what I mean? Attacked by these vicious crows of life, missing our left eyes like the baby pigeon did. Okay, God bless you and your fam. Bye, guys.